Hey guys, decided to do something different today, and I'm in my car because we're gonna do a car series. I'm actually just kidding, but I wanted to do something interesting, which I've actually seen and read a lot of opinions lately about running, about what to do, what not to do, especially on threads. If you guys are on there, it can be pretty addictive. There are a lot of people with a lot of, I don't know if they are hot takes, if they just call it unpopular opinions. A lot of people get really triggered by it. So I thought maybe we can just do some of them, some that I've read. I want to clarify that these answers will be based on my own experience and thoughts and opinions. Please don't get offended. If you guys have any opinions, do leave them in the comments as well. We are ready, and I got my coffee here. Let's go. So the first one, does running faster makes you a real runner? Something about that question itself, what does it mean to be a real runner? Do you have to run fast? Do you have to be in like the top of the pack, top 10, top 5, Do you have to win medals? Do you have to be on podiums? To me, no. A real runner is just someone who wants to run, wants to get out there, wants to move, wants to be active, and just the term real runner kind of signifies that there are fake runners. I don't know how you would even classify them, unless it's in a race and they're racing illegally, without a bib or anything like that. So maybe you could call those fake runners, but I just think anybody who wants to get out there, who wants to run, wants to move, wants to be part of a community like a run club, can be something as simple as that. Anybody is allowed, is able to be a runner if they just want to do it. That's just my take. And number 2, do you need to do a marathon to be considered a runner? For me, marathons are definitely a goal that a lot of people have on their bucket list. Whether they are a new runner or they have been running for a while, I think marathons, they are considered, or like they're looked at as kind of like the key event or race that you have to do. And in my case, I am still waiting to do my first, well, not first, but like my next full marathon. But would I say that I'm not a real runner if I don't do it? No, because I've done halves, I've done 10Ks, and I run casually as well, socially, with people, with my run club. It would be unfair for people to say that I'm not a real runner because I haven't done a marathon. I think it just depends on your goals. It depends what you want to do, what you want to achieve. If you are someone who has high ambitions, you want to chase medals, you want to join different races, go around the world, I think that's a fair assessment for anyone with dreams and goals in their running life. But if you're just someone who wants to do the occasional runs, maybe join a 10K once in a while, you enjoy running more with other people, you enjoy just being active, just getting your foot out the door, I think everyone in those categories are all considered runners, in my opinion. So what do you guys think? Let me know. Okay, so the third one, it can be a little controversial. Is it okay to use an AI running app instead of a real coach? For me, I've been using an app called Runner for about a year now. To be honest, number one was the price point, and I thought it kind of suited my style and my schedule as well. I wanted to be flexible. I wanted something that I can kind of move around on my own and not be too fixed on a certain training schedule like you probably would with the real coach. I trained with the app, I ran some races with it. So far I think it's been pretty good for me, but I do see a lot of comments saying that the app, or like any running AI app, it's not good for you. It's not conducive to your training, physiology, the way you run, your prior injuries, things like that. To be fair, there is a point there. I think a lot of people would benefit from having a real coach. Having a real coach would definitely require you to invest a little bit more because you're investing in another person who is putting in the time and effort to kind of give you what you need. Really depends on what you want and what you want to get out of it. There was a point where I really wanted a real coach as well, have that one-on-one interaction. But after a certain point, when I had an injury as well, I thought it wouldn't be beneficial to not just put in money, but also to kind of waste someone else's time and effort when I'm not really there yet to be able to do the training, to perform. I don't think it's really fair to say that you can only use a real coach. All running apps are bad. So all comes down to you. What do you need? So the next question is, do you need to spend a lot of money on specific running shoes? I definitely see a lot of people on threads asking about the kinds of shoes they should get, what kind of shoes they should buy for daily workouts, for speed workouts, for racing. And I would say, in my opinion, that's not really a good place to start. A better place or a better question to ask is, based on my running experience at this moment, what shoe should I get if I want to do this? I think that's a better way to figure out what you need to do or what you should get next. Everyone is just hyping up around the big shoes, the big brands. I gotta have the Alpha Flies, I gotta have the Meta Speeds. It's all subjective. One shoe might be good for someone and totally terrible for another person. I've had that experience before. I was researching on the Asics Metaspeed Sky. A lot of reviews, a lot of YouTubers have said that it's a really good shoe. It's light, it's propulsive, it's great for race day and things like that. So I got a pair. When I tried it on, I kind of realized that I didn't really like it after a while. I did use it for a race, but that's pretty much about it. Instead of looking at what other people are saying about shoes and what you should get, I think you should ask someone who knows a lot about shoes to figure out what your current goal is and what your next goal is, and then figure out what kind of shoes to buy. I think that's a better way to approach this question. I've even made a video about what kind of daily trainers to get, so if you want, I will leave the video up here for you guys to check it out. Ultimately, I don't think you need to spend a lot of money, but if you want to be very specific on the kind of shoe that you need to achieve your goals, then I think you can look at it in a different way, figure out what kind of shoes you like and you don't like, and what other shoe can kind of get you into that good place. Now, another question that I get is, do I need to use electrolytes during, before, or after my runs? In my opinion, I think there's a way to look at this question. If you are someone who is very specific on looking at the small details about running and data and things like that, you might see this as an essential. For me, I've been lucky enough that I'm working with a hydration company called Realm, and they're doing pretty good work in educating about electrolytes, about what they do and how they help with your body and your recovery. Essentially, when you're running, you sweat a lot, especially if you're running in Malaysia, and in that sweat you definitely lose a lot of sodium as well, because a lot of salt comes out, and what electrolytes does is replenishes that sodium back in your body so that you can train better, you can recover faster. I personally feel electrolytes help, especially the ones that I take, and I think it kind of gives you that boost for you to keep going and you don't feel like you're dehydrated. If you have other opinions and you want to experiment with different types of hydration mixes and things like that, please do so. I encourage everyone to test it out on themselves because everyone has different preferences. Go ahead, see if it works. If it does, great, keep at it. If it doesn't, you can always just go back to water. So for the last question, we have, how do I stop myself from comparing to others when I'm just starting out and I'm still slow? And this one's a real question here. I want everyone to know that you don't need and you don't have to compare yourself to anyone else but yourself. I know it's an easy thing to say. I know you get tempted when you're caught up in seeing other people's Stravas and their pace, and you're seeing them achieve PBs. Yep, it's all great. You don't have to look at it, or you can just see it as someone else's achievement and you have your own journey to go through as well. It's very easy to be in this comparison mode, especially when you're on social media every day. I hope everyone out there, and including myself, would be a bit more appreciative of where we are in this current season, in this moment of our running journey and career. A lot of people out there, they don't have the ability to run, or they are not able to, and so I always count myself lucky, where I've had a minor knee surgery before. I've had a lot of injuries. When I was playing football, I pretty much sprained my ankle more times than I can count on. I always thank God that I still have my legs, I can still run, I can still do what I love. The last thing I want to do is to compare myself to other people and to kind of just bring myself down, you know? Let's just try and enjoy and have a long and fulfilling life of running. So that's the last word that we have. If you guys have any comments or opinions about any of the questions that we got, please leave them down. I want to have more conversations like this with you guys. And so now, let's go and watch me do a very sad unboxing for a race that I'm not sure I could run. Remember in the previous video where I mentioned that I was going to take part in the post-Malaysia run? It was going to be a test for me to practice my 10K, and I thought it would be like a good opportunity, especially after my standard chartered half. But due to certain circumstances that I have kind of been struggling with my hamstring injury, and I feel a little better now, but I'm still not sure how I'm gonna take part in the race, or if I'm gonna even do the race. So this is gonna be like the saddest unboxing ever, but let's do it. Here's the package. Here's what I got from the mail, which I think they do that for every contestant, for every participant, that they will mail out the bib numbers and the goodie stuff to them. So this is my number right here. Body wash, candy, some drops here, like some tissue paper, and a shirt, participation shirt that everyone gets. Pretty loud, pretty out there. What do you guys think? Lastly, a tote bag. The color's pretty nice, I think. Not too bad. That was the unboxing, and I think the sad part is I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this race or not, because I don't want to aggravate my injury again. But yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do it, or if maybe I'm gonna give the bib to someone else. That's it from me. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys have any comments, please leave them down there, and please like and subscribe as well. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you next time.